Hey, Julian. Nice having you here at the South Summit. I have to tell for the audience that, unfortunately, Mark was busy refurbishing his house. He couldn't come, but Julian is the next best thing after Mark.
I wish.
And not just that, but Julian actually is 50% from the south. Is that correct? From Spain, 50% blood.
Exactly.
Excellent.
On my father's side.
That's very good. That's very good. So I wanted to have a sort of an informal chat with you, Julian. First, I wanted to understand, I mean, Facebook has gone through a number of ups and downs in the last number of years. Now it's in the very up. So what has happened, according to you, since the IPO, and how are you guys sorting out things and actually going into a very nice direction?
So I would say that, like a lot of companies right now, startups, but also big companies, we had to shift to mobile. And as you can remember, Facebook went public 2.5 years ago without doing any revenues on mobile. And somehow, the market was asking, is mobile the thing that will kill Facebook? Does Facebook get mobile? And very fortunately, mobile now represents 63% of Facebook revenues, but it's been quite a journey. We made a lot of bets, like HTML5. We bet the whole company on HTML5, the whole mobile app strategy on HTML5. It did not really pay off. We had to go back to native apps, and that definitely had a huge impact on the company. We also introduced mobile app ads on mobile, mobile newsfeed ads, but definitely we've been changed by mobile. It's been a very long journey, but also a very interesting one. And what happened to Facebook is right now happening to a lot of companies. And it also changed what Facebook is. It also changed the definition of the Facebook platform and the perimeter of the Facebook platform. Actually, most of the companies and most of the partners we work with right now are mobile first or mobile only. And all the big companies we talk to, from commerce, gaming, media, entertainment, each one of them is obsessed by mobile. And as it changed our lives, I guess it's going to change the life and the trajectory of a lot of companies in Europe.
And Julian, why do you think it took you kind of sort of it took you a bit of reckoning from the public markets to actually realize that the next wave was mobile? I mean, was there some inertia within the company in terms of kind of sort of relying on website maybe for too long and now going for mobile?
No, I have to say, I've been in the company almost for 4 years. I mean, we always had a plan for mobile. Our CEO always had a mobile strategy. Just sometimes we made the wrong technological bets, like HTML5.
Okay.
But when we went public, our CEO definitely had a plan, which happened to be a good plan, as you can see now. But I just said, going mobile means a lot of changes for a company, even for a company like Facebook. It means new talents, it means allocating web developers to mobile, thinking mobile first, thinking mobile only. Most of the new features we launch on Facebook today are launched on mobile first, sometimes even on Android first. So, it's a very different mindset. And actually, Mark Zuckerberg said that if he was to create Facebook again today, it will just be a mobile app. No websites, just a mobile app.
So tell us, because it's not just mobile, but it's also platform. What does it mean, platform? Because, most of the audience will say, Facebook, platform, it's just, a place where I post pictures, a few comments here and there. That's pretty much it, no? Well, is there more behind that?
I hope it's not pretty much
Really?
it.
Okay, tell us. I don't know.
But when Facebook was created from 2004 to 2005, Facebook was a website, a very special website because everybody could have a unique and personalized experience. But in 2007, Mark Zuckerberg introduced the Facebook platform. And at that time, he said that one day there would be companies whose only product would be an app that lives within Facebook. And at that time, I thought it was crazy, but it actually happened. A lot of very smart developers, very smart companies like our very own Social Point in Barcelona, a lot of companies and a lot of entrepreneurs understood that. And people started building apps on Facebook. But at that time, you could only build apps on Facebook on Facebook.com. Then, with the shift to mobile and the launch of the Open Graph, the like button, and other tools like that, we've been able to extend the definition of the Facebook platform. And right now, everywhere you look in Europe, all the innovative companies, all the companies raising money, going public, being acquired, creating jobs, IP, all of these companies, I could talk about BlaBlaCar, I could talk about Privalia, I could talk about Vinted, Lovoo, in every possible space. All of these companies have in common to be somehow using the Facebook platform.
Okay.
The value proposition of the Facebook platform is to help developers to build, grow, and monetize their mobile apps. But we believe that we have something for everybody who has the ambition to become a mobile-first company.
Okay. Now, let me tell you, now let me examine you a bit. Tell me a bit how you help Privalia. And don't fool me around, because I am an investor in Privalia, okay? So, I mean, what do you think that you did for them?
So Privalia is a very interesting story, because this is a company that started on the web, like many e-commerce companies in Europe, and who somehow, almost 2 years ago, saw the opportunity that mobile could be. Could be an opportunity or it could be a threat. And just as Facebook was pivoting to mobile, with the launch of the mobile Facebook platform, with the launch of mobile app ads, Facebook login, the Open Graph, and all of these tools, as we were going mobile, they decided to go mobile with us. It was actually one of the first companies to buy mobile app ads on mobile. And if you look at the results, Privalia is maybe one of the most advanced large e-commerce company in Europe who became mobile first. And they use Facebook login, they measure with Facebook analytics tools, they use mobile app ads, they track their success with Facebook. So it's a very good story of how a big web company can become a mobile first company. And it shows that it's not too late to take that change and to take that pivot. And hopefully we have teams in Spain, led by Irene, who's here. In Europe, we have a team of 20, 25 people in London that helps companies to do that.
Okay. But here in the audience, I mean, I don't see 100 Privalias. Maybe there are. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But most of them are startup guys, are people that have already started their company, that are trying to push, to grow. They are struggling every day. They don't have $1 million budgets to actually come to Facebook and say, hey, here you have $5 million marketing budget, how should I spend it? Mm-hmm. So just going back to the people in the trenches, how do you help them?
It's a good question, but I also want to explain why platform is important and why we care about companies like that. Even if it's two guys in a garage, why we care about that. So Facebook is a platform company. So what it means is that we do well when our partners do well. And I think we do a good job at working with the big guys, the Privalia, the Social Point, the Vente Privée, the King.com, the Supercell. I mean, they are very important partners and customers. But as a platform, it's also very important to always identify and engage with the next gen. And this is why, for example, we launched a program called FB Start, that any startup, any mobile startup could join, to get free ads credit, to get free cloud computing resources, support from Facebook, visibility from Facebook. So we hope that with that program called FB Start, we can get a new generation of companies to come inside the Facebook ecosystem and to make the best use of the Facebook platform. Because when companies do that, amazing things happen. And our ambition with the Facebook platform and with Facebook in general is really to fuel the growth of the existing billion-dollar companies from Europe, but also to fuel the growth of the next gen. And everywhere we look in Europe, we see innovation, talent, people who want to go mobile, be successful on mobile, top free app, top paid app, top grossing app. And we believe, once again, that we have something for each one of them. We really looked at the journey of a mobile company, and we identified 3 problems or 3 opportunities. They need help to build apps, to grow their apps, to be discovered, and to monetize their apps. And this is exactly the value proposition of Facebook. Build apps, build cross-platform apps, and once again, Facebook is the only cross-platform platform. By working with Facebook, you can be successful on Facebook, on the web, on iOS, on Android, on Windows Phone.
I'm going to take you on the first one. How am I going to build my next app? In part, using you.
So we have a product.
Let's be concrete. The audience wants you to tell them how to be concrete.
So we have a product which is the result of an acquisition called Parse. So the guy who created Parse is a young technical developer from the Silicon Valley, went to Y Combinator. He realized that in order to build cross-platform apps, and everybody wants to be cross-platform, right? Nobody just wants to be on iOS or just on Android. Everybody wants to be on every possible mobile platform. He realized that to build cross-platform apps quickly, he had to go through the exact same thing again and again and again, so on the back-end side. So he decided to build a solution that we acquired that takes care of everything on the back-end side for mobile developers, to help mobile developers to build cross-platform apps very quickly. And so that removes a lot of friction for the developers. So you can use that to build your apps. You can use Facebook login to drive identity, engagement, re-engagement, ultimately monetization. You can use the mobile like button that we just launched a week ago. You can also monetize your application with the Facebook Audience Network that we launched yesterday. So once again, a set of tools to build, grow, and monetize apps that any company can use. Small guys, big guys, it's made for everybody. It's self-service, it's online, it's documented. And on top of that, we have teams across Europe showing up at events like this. We're going to Berlin tomorrow. We're going to Russia in a month to try and engage with the next gen of developers.
Okay.
If you feel it's not a relevant value proposition, you need to give me that feedback.
No, I feel that, well, certainly we want him to be a bit more concrete and to kind of sort of give more freebies to the people in the south, but well, we'll take up on that later. So how do you actually work as well with sort of the people funding the new generation of startups, i.e. with VCs, with business angels? How do you sort of, I mean, is there something that you do with them for the ecosystem?
Yeah, VCs are a very important population for us because they know what's coming next. They have a reach that sometimes we don't have. There are some developers who come to Facebook first, but most of the developers, they go to the VCs first or to the business angels. So by working with VCs, we can identify and engage as early as possible in the company's life cycle and have an impact. I would say that the earlier we can interact with these companies, the better. I have many examples of companies that we met when they were like in the garage, in Russia, in France, in Germany, even in Spain, that became very, very successful companies hiring hundreds of people. And it shows that the earlier we can engage, the better. But this is also a competition between every platform company. Everybody wants to be the platform that the next gen will build apps on. But this is why working with VCs, incubators, and government agencies is extremely important for us. Because we don't have that reach. We don't have that experience, that knowledge.
Excellent. And so from London, because I guess that you're based in London,
yeah.
How do you see the South? I mean, and what are sort of the prospects for kind of sort of people in the South being helped and reaching, I mean, well, we all would like to have here the next King, we all would like to have here the next Supercell, and probably with a bit of the help from your side. So how do you see the ecosystem? How do you feel that more broadly you can help the ecosystem to grow?
It depends on your definition of the South. Do you include France in the South?
You can include French. We like French. Absolutely.
But first,
absolutely.
You don't have to have any kind of envy looking at King.com and these guys because you have, as you know very well, Social Point, Privalia, Wallalop, amazing success stories. But I'm actually very optimistic, very bullish on what's happening in Europe right now, especially in the South, because one of the best things that happened to the software industry in the last few years is that the cost of building apps and the cost of distributing apps is trending down to zero.
Yeah.
So you can really start a company from pretty much anywhere in the world, like Social Point in Barcelona, and become a global gaming company with users everywhere. That was not the case 15 years ago, but right now, you can start from anywhere and be extremely successful. You might not even need VC money if you can build a successful business or a profitable business on day one, like some, e-commerce or gaming companies in Eastern Europe are doing.
Don't attack my business model, come on.
I don't.
Okay? VC is good,
But I'm very optimistic because everywhere you see talents, technical talents, everywhere you see business schools like here, you will see amazing companies emerging and popping up. And this is why at Facebook we want to make the bet of investing where the other guys don't invest. The South, as you say, Eastern Europe, Russia, Israel. There are new hotspots popping up, and it's very important for us to be present in these communities.
Perfect. So, Julian, I mean, really, thanks a lot for for telling us a bit more about the platform, for changing a bit sort of some misconceptions about what Facebook is and what Facebook can do for the ecosystem. And well, we would like to have you more around here, and also with a checkbook, I think.
Good.
Correct?
Thank you very much.
That's a pleasure.
Thanks for the invitation.